Hi Virgo, welcome back. You guys came out as the next sign that could use a reading. So let's dive in. We'll start with a bit of wisdom of the oracle for Virgo. Messages for Virgo, people and placements. Virgo energy, please. Okay, we got two cards. It's been giving me two cards from this deck for a bit, which is interesting. I don't know if it just likes the duality or what, but let's go ahead and see. Two messages are better than one. Two heads. Be mindful of the tendency toward impulsive action, overconfidence, and aggressive behavior. Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that leads to uncomfortable consequences. Be sure you really want what you're chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. The appearance of this card isn't a cause for fear, for life is all about learning lessons. Practice temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration before making a move. So this could be about communication. This could also be about friends. Let's see, 27 as well. All right, be careful of what you pray for, because you just might get it and then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay, though, because spirit will help you achieve balance over time. It's interesting that both are speaking about this sense of balance or temperance, like the right timing, the right diplomacy, the right level of pursuing something, not too much, not too little. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life when you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. So this is all about give and take here. Being aware of the need to both give and take is the first step to true destiny. So especially if you are an overgiver, it's time for you to start receiving and be okay with receiving. Just get used to it. It's like a practice, like anything else. When somebody offers you something, don't reject it. Just accept it. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. So it's like you're improving, like especially any negative tendencies will transmute into more positive tendencies. This could be emotionally. Maybe you've grown up in a home where you were constantly giving, giving, giving emotionally or something like that. So let's grab you a bit of maybe some tarot. Virgo, messages for Virgo people and placements. Alrighty. Three of Cups kind of sideways. This could be about your friends, your collaborative partnerships, anything to do with an emotional basis. Let's continue. Virgo. There could be some level of anxiety, especially if you have a lot of priorities at this time on your mind. How to balance this out? You'll have to rely on others or kind of utilize them to contribute in some way or fashion. This could be a Gemini or a decision that has to be made. Yeah, there needs to be a balancing of the scales here, definitely, so that you can actually be successful in your long-term financial strategy here, or your long-term security, if not finances directly. I'm going to see what they want you to do with a different deck. I mean, you are just learning, I can see that. But it looks like with the Ten of Pentacles on the top of the deck, you will achieve ultimate success and stability, but this might take some work, right? So what do they want Virgos to do to help them succeed? Rest. They need you to rest. So be careful about any choices, make sure that you are not push, that you are taking some time out to rest, consider things so that you're not going to end up in a heartbreak situation. Make sure you are advocating for yourself and communicating clearly. Anything else you'd like Virgos to do to help them? Realize that maybe the ways of the past are ending, especially regarding your social connections. Slow and steady wins the race. There's a lot of like steady energy here. There's a big focus on security in the long term. Any other advice for Virgos? Remember to put yourself first, of course, and remove any self-imposed restrictions. Make sure that you're doing things from a place that benefit you, definitely. So that you are able to protect your passions. Let's grab you an oracle here. Virgo's most vital messages, please. Wool, very interesting. Can see she's slowly but surely making that scarf. And it's like when you're knitting something, you can't exert too much pressure when it makes the string too tight and you get a really close knit, which sometimes you don't want, because that's why scarves will have like, it'll be too close and then it'll be too loose, and then, so it's all about the balance. 44, let's see. Security, safety, cozy corner, sacred space, comfort, and feeling at home. And it's interesting, she looks so peaceful. She's got her tea there, she's got a little pumpkin there, she's got a little fox on her lap. I never even noticed. Beautiful. And there is some like hanging dried fruits around her. And you see like her little, she's got these horns, but they're kind of like branches that are just beginning to grow into stronger horns. And these horns, I think, or whatever, what do you call it, antlers, kind of represent this kind of regal maturity, right? Because only when a deer or a buck or whatever grows into full maturity does it have that strong set of antlers, right? So there is something hardening here. There's a level of maturity coming in, a level of patience, right? Going through the seasons until you become mature. You were woven with an embrace, protected, loved, and the familiarity of finally being home. Interesting. This could be about friendships as well. Like, how do you communicate your emotions and your connections? Your higher self chose this card because you need to be reminded that self care comes in many forms. Sometimes getting dressed in the morning is what you need to feel motivated, renewed, and powerful, while other times it's standing your ground and saying no. So, yeah, get used to saying no, practice that. When wool comes in, and people respect you more. When you say no, and you have boundaries, and you have distance, and you have time out, you only teach people how to treat you, and sometimes they show up even stronger, or they understand you more because you've been clear about what you require for your own security, your own emotional needs. When wool comes into your reading, it is to guide you to find self-care in the small moments of life. That can mean snuggling up in your favorite blanket or finding a quiet corner to dig into a beloved book for the 15th time. It could mean buying a little cabin in the woods somewhere off the beaten path, heading home for a few days so your parents can hold you and tell you it'll be all right. There are some places that just feel like home, and some things like a security blanket that make you feel safe. Receiving this card is your sign that you need to now, more than anything else, is a feeling of something familiar. Wait before starting something new or making any decisions, which makes sense. We're in the waning moon phase. We'll have that new moon on November 1st in Scorpio. Instead, seek out some time to reconnect with what once gave you a feeling of peace and ease. Feeling safe allows you to evaluate your situation from a secure place rather than one of fear or anxiety. You'll be able to see your circumstances from the outside rather than standing right in the middle. If you have pulled this card with corn maze, yeah, so there's a real need to I'm definitely getting this vibe, like detach almost. So I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for being here. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. It's truly appreciated. If you want to get personal, you can message me on Telegram. And if you want to leave a tip, you can do through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Good luck. Take care.